Hello everyone, Mike's Hobbies here. Today I'm going to be filming Raised Bed Part 2. Now, unfortunately, this isn't going to be the video I planned. I planned for me to basically just show you all the things I planted in here, beginning to grow. I planted loads of bulbs, loads of seeds. I went out and bought quite a few plants as well to put in here. And it was looking really well, really good, until a couple of days ago, when Poppy dug this pit and, wow, pretty much buried. There are plants under all of this. She buried it. So this is more of a repair than a salvage mission, but I'm going to see what I can do. So I got these two old grow bags which have been used this year from the butternut squash and the pumpkin that didn't really amount to anything. So I'm just going to stick them in here to fill in the gap because a lot of the soil got washed away. So let's get going. So as you can see, I've disturbed the soil a little bit. I don't think I'm going to need both grow bags. I think one will probably do the job, but at least I've got the two here, so if I do need another grow bag, I've got it. So using old grow bags are, well, a brilliant way really of filling up raised beds that you're making yourself, because it's just, you've already got the compost, you've already paid for it, you've used it, so it's not wasting it if it is used, but putting it into the soil is, well, reusing it. So I think this might be enough. Just spread this out a bit. Okay, no, I was wrong. I'm gonna need another. Another one's a bit more awkward because the bag's split. Taking it here. Now my hopes are that this will be enough, because, well, I've not really got any other means of filling in this gap. Oh, this pit, not really a gap, it's a bit of a pit, but hopefully there's still a bit of nutrients in here, and then, but I'm not bothered if there isn't, because in the spring I'll be digging this over again anyway. Okay. So now I'm just going to flatten out this soil a bit, and it should work. Now, to anybody who is wondering what the best type of manure is, some of the easiest types to get are horse manure. That's one of the easiest ones, but it's not necessarily the best. The best is actually cow poo, or cow muck, whatever you want to call it. There we go. So I've got a little bit on the floor, so I'm just gonna get that. There we go. However, that's not all for this video. I don't want this to happen again. So I'm going to build a little bit of fencing, nowhere near as good as that, but I'm going to build a little bit of fencing around here to make sure that it definitely doesn't happen again. So I'm going to start doing that. I'll be right back. So my plan is to use the leftover pole from when I was building this fence, and to save wood and resources basically, I'm going to attach it to here, so that I'm already, so that I'm reusing stuff, using it twice at the same time, and then place another one about, I don't know, here, sort of, and then another one maybe there or something. So hopefully this will become, eventually, a nice flower bed again. So I'm going to start hammering this one in now. So I just wanted to show you all the little, before I hammer that in, I just want to show you all the little bulb shoots that are all coming up now. There's loads of them there, even better where obviously they weren't disturbed. But I think the best corner is this, for the bulbs. There are loads of bulb shoots. So yeah, that just gives you an idea of how much I put here. I put quite a few poppies here, and then I bought, well, I had several packets of seeds, which could be planted now, and I literally just covered this area with those seeds. So hopefully they'll come back, because most of them were annuals and fairly hardy, so chances are they will come back, but still, it is annoying that it happened in the first place. There we go, so I knocked in the second post. As you can see, I've left it a bit of an angle. This is mainly because the soil here, well, for a start, there's this in the way, and the soil here is a lot more rooty and rocky, so it would have been harder to bang it in, but also my hopes are that if I can basically attach this where this is gone, and then attach it to here, so it just basically makes it easier if I have it at this angle, and also I didn't plant anything here, not really, so it doesn't really matter. However, it wouldn't surprise me if this will be a expansion one day, but for now it's just going to be this. I don't need this. It's all overgrown and really rooty, horrible soil, so I'm just gonna, leave this for now and go with what I cultivated in that first video, which is, well, it ends about here, so yeah, that's about right. Now, I was going to use some little cheap plastic stuff that I've got, but I'm going to use this again, but I am going to put a bit of a, roof type thing on top, so you'll see what I mean in a bit. So, I've not attached anything yet. I'm now going around to the other side of the pole, of the fence, so you can kind of see what I did now. I've just wrapped it around here, which took a long time, so I'm just going to straighten it out a bit and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this side of the post is done. Now I'm going to go around to the other side and start cutting the wire. So, just pick up my tools. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm going to stretch that, and then obviously nail it in, then cut it down to size. Okay, so I've cut it, but the actual wire is a little loose in places. I'm worried the dogs might cut themselves if they're running around, so I'm going to use a load of extra nails to properly secure this as much as I can. Well, I've finished it. I went a little bit over the top with putting all the pins in, but I wanted to put too many in because I have plenty. I'd rather put too many in than not enough. So obviously this one isn't going to be as well made as that, but it doesn't need to be. It's it's more of a box than a fence. It's going to have a lot more support because obviously it's going to have a piece here and a piece there, so it will be a lot more safer as well for my plants that are here.